perfect. Thank you.
Finally getting a hold of this thing. Thanks.
You heard what I meant, right?
Yep.
Roger.
So he likes us to flip the thrusters at 100% gains, but it's really hard on him.
Yeah.
I thought I'd try and get away with 10% or 20%, but not happening.
That's gonna bug me. You didn't tape down like the little wiggle on the.
You never do.
Well, no, yeah, he does. He does it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Mesotech tape.
Oh, no, dang it! No, I didn't do that either. I even looked at it too.
You gotta come on deck before midnight to actually get to work on the vehicles.
Yeah. I went over and I looked at it.
I did too. That was it.
I need to write it down.
Let's see, what else needs to be on? Are both mesos on?
Both mesos. At least mine is.
Mine is. Okay. Going for.
Why does that camera never stay on?
I don't know. Comes up funky. So I'll turn my radio down now, and you.
Yeah, I got it.
Yours up now. Sorry.
Just like they resonate against each other or something.
Got the water's wiggle over here.
I knew he was going to do that with the thrusters. So I had he waits.
He expects full power, bro.
Yeah, and then he waits. Like he doesn't say, okay, do your thrusters. He waits for me to do them. Yeah. It's like, it's an eternity right there. For me, at least, it seems like an eternity.
I was going to say, I think that's relative.
That's our most critical time right now.
Is that a Stegosaurus on your map? Roger.
Clear for lights?
Yeah, lights. Taking all the Hercules too, if you want.
Copy. That's pretty bright.
Could I see your surface or sound speed?
Where the hell's that?
I think it's science or sensors.
CTD.
Yeah. That's right. I'll get it from the ship.
Yeah, I don't know if we get speed of sound here.
Fairly sure.
Speed of sound? 6.
Where do you get that?
Huh? I just know it.
No, in water at the moment.
Yeah, 6.
The anomaly.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a hot mic.
Yeah, it's me. I'm trying to talk to you. Argus camera.
I can't hear you.
Can you turn on your Argus camera?
Alright, I'm going to turn USB on.
Anyone know the bottom depth on this dive?
It's 1309.
1309. Is that a mapped depth?
It's a mapped, and it was also our expected. So everything they line up.
I can barely hear you.
Can make a note in the log if you want, Mike. Telewrap zeroed facing north, ship heading south.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for control.
Yeah, we're ready up here.
Let me go ahead and
Roger.
tilt down.
Yeah, you can tilt there. Captain off comms.
Now we're all alone.
All right, we got positive movement on the Mesophororgus.
You got what?
Thank you.
Movement. We got good movement.
Thank
It's
you.
not stuck or something.
All right.
This is a clear area. At least right now it is.
Okay, you got a stick for this winch.
Z firm.
Stick it. Stick it there. 20 meters a minute. 23 meters a minute. 24 now. How about 25? Did you preempt Rennie and set your sub-bottom profiler?
Oh no, what I'm going to do? Put it at 6 meters.
It'll make him nervous.
Oh, we're not using that.
What's that?
Oh, we're not going to use this because of the
Oh, I don't care.
Norbit.
It interferes with the 330 on Herc, or the 675 on Herc. I think we got the 675 on Herc, right?
You want dive? I'm going to put dive.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
This is an audio slate for dive.
What were you saying earlier, like who's the flutist when you get the thing?
Oh, so
07,
fucking
01,
Bob puts it straight out like this.
4, mark.
And I like it crooked up a little bit. But I can deal with it either way, so I need to adapt, because it's bad to keep changing it, because it can fuck the wires here.
Uh-huh.
So I don't change it every shift, but I need to give, I think Bob's the flutist, and since he's the senior guy, try and conform.
Oh, okay, so that's just straight. That doesn't.
Yeah, so this,
up and down doesn't do
if
anything.
you loosen this thing, that angles.
Yeah.
And I learned to use it with it angled. I didn't even know it went straight till I came here. I'm like, what the heck? And
Are
it
they
just
all
felt
like that?
uncomfortable. Yeah, because
And that part doesn't really control anything anyways.
What's that?
That little joint doesn't control anything anyways, correct? Oh wow, very active lights we got going on here.
Oh, shit, I'm all over the place. So this thing here. I leave it hot on the way down. Yeah. I wonder if they turn around and go the other way after we go by.
Run away!
Are you the new Rennie? You're just here now with us?
I don't know what Rennie's
Oh,
doing.
I'm your launch recovery guy.
Looks like you're about to be our watch guy.
What?
Looks like you're about to be our watch guy.
Or something. No, here he is.
Yeah. He's wrecked. Oh. Oh, speak of the devil. Yeah, he's here.
Is that you back there, Steve?
I am back here for a few moments.
I can't hear you, but if you can hear me, the digital stills camera is powered up.
Your SPL is off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sorry, I turn the back row off for the launch sometimes.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Is there a rope to that one?
I don't know.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, we can't drop them in here anyways. Or it's a single. We'll need to drop it. What's that? Ah. Is it glowing? It's supposed to be a glow-in-the-dark mask.
I was supposed to get the glow-in-the-dark star one, but that was a mismatch. I went to somebody else. That was that was supposed to be the highlight of this cruise.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, do you think that's just a reflection? Or is that actual luminescence?
What are you talking about?
Just all the light coming back at us.
Oh, it's
I want to say it's
yeah.
reflection.
reflecting off the fish.
Looks cool. All right. Gonna cycle through
Why
at
are
a
you
300.
so loud today?
I don't know.
Oh, I see what.
I'm gonna cycle through
Roger.
for 300s.
speed up that winch a little, I guess. What the heck? Wow.
I don't care anymore.
I'm just getting set up over here, but I may, if you look at our bathy here, I may, we're starting right on the slope. I don't know if we want to get our bearings down here and then get up to it and then go over.
Yeah, we want to land in the deep spot.
Roger that, so I'll back up. And then for most of it, we're kind of traipsing along here and just kind of like that.
Roger.
So we might have a bit of
The old in, out, in, out.
the old in, out, in, out. Let's try to do that as best I can. But for now, yeah, let me put the ship back a bit. It's, oh, can't do that. It's actually pretty far. So in order to do that, this is that's 400 meters away.
Oh, yeah, that'd take a while. That's half hour, isn't it?
So we'll just have to be gentle when we're coming down.
Yeah, Roger. And just look to the north.
Yeah, we'll make sure Argus is around there, and we'll do it.
And zoom in on that thing.
What's that? Yeah. I'm gonna change this color because it's too dark. But yeah.
Yeah, so as long as we're looking north, we're looking uphill, right? At least according to that.
Yeah, yeah, so we will let me just zoom out a bit. Yep, should be like up.
Hey, Ed, I do hear you. This is Nicole. Do you hear me? Awesome. Yep. Yep, Nicole Harris.
I will back off a little though, just to make sure that Hercules is at our start target.
I'm OCNMS, yep, in Port Angeles, so.
What's that?
I'm gonna back up a little and make sure Argus is back here because our start target's actually.
Awesome.
Do we have a target there? Or?
Yeah, there's one under here, right there.
Oh, yeah, Roger.
So I'll just back up, put Argus back here.
Yeah. Argus to the south, Herc to the north.
Yeah, something like that. Bridge, nav.
Okay,
You
awesome.
can
I'm
put it
hoping
south
that
of the target and it won't go
Erica
in like
joins here as
50
the
meters
lead
or
pretty
something.
soon.
Can I have a ship move 110
Awesome.
meters bearing south?
Good morning, Nicole.
Thank you.
Good morning,
Does
Erica.
that thing give you a target depth, Rennie? 1309, where we're landing?
I don't have it in here, but I have it in the dive plan, yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, but it varies radically depending on the terrain there, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting somebody's got the delayed feed on. I can hear it in the background.
Yeah, it should be
Hey,
around
shipboard crew, this is Ed. We have your scientists ashore.
1305.
2 scientists ready to join and assist in the dive.
Try and keep that delta closer to 0 on the way down, Mike.
Okay.
Like 0 to
Hel-
10 should
Hello,
be.
Nautilus.
Yeah, I just sped it up a little bit. You can.
Well, it was
It
at
shouldn't
30
be
for a while.
25. It should be between 0 and 10, so we can see the lights there.
Is it okay for me to speed up a little then to catch up?
Hello, scientist ashore. This is Marley on video. How many people do we have joining us from shore?
Hello, Marley. This is Erica Frew with Northwest Fisheries Science Center. And I
And
believe
hello,
I am
Marley.
your...
Nope.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Erica. This is Nicole Harris from Olympic Coast.
And I'm actually wondering if I could get some information on the actual depth of where the ship is right now from either Nav or one of the pilots.
Sure, yeah, we're hovering over the first target. We're just, we're gonna end up getting Hercules settled around that 1305 launch waypoint depth of one, and that waypoint ID is 1.06.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for introducing yourselves. We are very excited to have you guys join us.
This is quite the new setup to be able to do this from my home office, basically in pajamas. So we're expecting this descent to take about 50 minutes, I believe. Is that correct, pilots?
Time to
Somewhere in
bottom
that?
right now is about a half hour, and then we'll have to get set
okay.
up down there. It takes a little bit. We are, just because of the nature of this terrain, we will be dropping in right on the slope. So that'll take a little bit of extra time to sort out as we are cautious about getting down there. But the landing at the bottom of the slope would have taken too long, I think, to get up here to this target depth.
Okay, copy that. So tonight's dive is to explore Quinault Canyon and potentially collect some interesting corals and sponges, and also to run some scientific transects along the canyon wall that we will later count all the organisms along those transects, and then we'll be able to come up with some estimates of species densities and abundance for this canyon area. We've uh-huh. What? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Data Lab.
So we've been quite lucky in Quinault
Okay, thank you.
over the last couple years. Nautilus has been here several times in the sanctuary and just outside. And every time we found new species and have been able to make some great collections and add to our knowledge of this area of the ocean. I'm sure Nicole has lots of stories to educate us about the sanctuary and the canyons found within and around Olympic Coast Sanctuary.
Well, certainly the stories that we've been able to kind of gather over the last few years with our Nautilus partnership has been really illuminating to us. It seems like this is one of the deeper dives we'll be doing in the Quinault Canyon with this this particular mission. So for all of our audience members tuning in, I'll just give a little orientation of place. The sanctuary sits off the coast of Washington State and encompasses about 3,200 square miles of marine and coastal environment out here.
Nicole, how long have you been working with the sanctuary?
I've been working with Olympic Coast for about 7 years now.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's been really great, actually, to get to spend as much time on the coast and on the water as I have.
Nicole, were you out in 2017 when we were on Nautilus?
I was not. I did
In
a lot of
Olympic
ship to
Coast?
shores. Nope,
Okay,
that was
excellent.
didn't make it on the boat, but yep, connected with you guys several times with some of our audiences along the coastline there. This is actually my first watch ever.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm actually excited to be back in Quinault. We were out here with Nautilus in 2017 and made several dives in the canyon, and it's pretty cool terrain. It's super steep canyon walls, and the sponges grow straight out from the side of the canyon wall, and it's just spectacular. Large sponges, really cool to see and poke around and just see what can hang on to such a steep canyon wall.
I am excited. So excited that it's not even that hard to be up at midnight.
I sat in on the last half of the seep dive earlier this evening, and to end that dive, they came across a really cool calcium carbonate mound structure that was formed by a bunch of different seeps. And you could see the bubbles coming out and all the things that were lots of bacterial mats at the active seep sites. And it was just a really cool ending to an interesting dive. Lots of critters growing around this active seep site. And so I think this cruise is going to be alternating these essential fish habitat dives and exploration of more corals and sponges and fish fauna, and then alternating those with these dives and looking for methane seeps in the same area up here. And they're taking lots of samples to learn more about the methane seeps.
Yeah, we got lucky at the end of that one. It looked was very pretty.
So pilots, so I have names to go with the title. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah, good morning. I'm Dan. I'm sitting in the Herc pilot chair.
Great. Hello, Dan.
Hello again.
Hello, Dan.
Michael, I don't know if you're on SPL.
My name is Michael. Now that I'm on SPL, I am the Argus / co-pilot for this Watch.
Renato Kane, I'll be the navigator.
I'm Leela. I'll be data, log in all the stuff we're seeing, and helping to manage sample taking.
Marley.
Well, I introduced myself earlier, but again,
Oh,
I'm Marley on video, and I'll be trying to get some really cool imagery of hopefully a lot of awesome organisms down here.
Excellent. Thank you.
Welcome to the 12 to 4 shift with the Fab 5. Plus, I think we got Steve in the back row.
Now Steve's gone.
Oh,
Oh, now we got Andrew back there. Steve was in here, hoping for corals. Andrew, your camera is turned on, by the way. He's not listening.
He is not. I can tell him.
too fast, too fast.
So you're saying that Steve will be back once we find corals?
Oh, he'll be glued to a monitor somewhere, I'm sure.
Okay.
Our navigator is quite the coral expert too. So we spent some time with Steve last year poking around the South Pacific, looking at deep water coral.
ROV Andrew is going to stick around until we're on the bottom so he can focus a little better, get the camera to focus, and then...
What's that?
Andrew's going to stick around until we're on bottom and just focus up that camera a little bit, and then just set it rolling and head out.
Copy that. I cannot get Argus sonar to play nice. I'm just going to change its heading. Where is the heading for that thing?
The calibrate wasn't working?
No, I tried calibrate, I tried reboot. I know, I'll try stuff in the head. Pretty sure the only way to fix it at this point is
Wet store it?
or yeah, contact it with inanimate object.
Yeah, percussive maintenance.
Using great force.
Oh, you mean the emergency recalibration wrench?
Yeah. Works playing nice, but
Hey, Erica
So
and
Nicole,
Nicole, this
I'm
is
reading
Ed,
here
monitoring
that
the comms
Olympic Coast
liaison.
celebrated its 26th anniversary this past July.
All good.
That's right, 26 years.
So 25 last year is a pretty big one. Did you celebrate appropriately?
I like to think we did. Yes, we had concerts on the pier and tide pool walks and fishing trips for veterans, and we really tried to do it up all around the peninsula.
Excellent. I'm sad to have missed it.
I can't get it to come up at all.
So Nicole, I'm going to keep pinging you for Olympic Coast tidbits.
Awesome, please
so
do.
we're diving in. we're diving in Quinault Canyon tonight. Can you tell us anything about Quinault Canyon, the origin of the name, anything specific about the canyon itself?
Ah, goodness, no, I don't. I mean, the Quinault the Quinault Canyon. I mean, I am making some assumptions here, but it does lie adjacent to the coast of the Quinault Indian Nation. So I've actually assumed that's where we've kind of named it, identified it. And I know that the sanctuary and the partners have a lot of interest in kind of understanding the habitat and the productivity of this area a little bit better. And it's the deepest canyon we've got in Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary.
These canyons are usually very biodiverse areas. Canyons tend to funnel water movement and channel water flow, so they provide great place for new things to find a foothold and grow. And as you said, they get very deep very quickly, so that can provide a lot of change in biohabitat and diversity as you rapidly change depth. So it's a good place to see lots of layers of different species.
SPL test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Copy that? Yep.
Yes.
And the sanctuary does work quite closely with the tribes on the coast of Washington, do they not?
We do, yeah. The tribes are co-managers of all those resources, so it's very important relationship.
Nicole, could you give
Through
just a really brief overview of what a national marine sanctuary means for like what that designation actually entails?
Yeah, yes, I'd be happy to. So the National Marine Sanctuaries like Olympic Coast are marine protected areas that are managed under NOAA's Office of National Marine Sanctuaries, and they are, the conservation takes place under the National Marine Sanctuary Act, designated in 1972. So coming up on 50 years in just a couple years now, and it to this day remains, I believe, the strongest piece of ocean conservation legislation that we have in this country. But these places have been designated for obviously a diverse variety of reasons, from biodiversity and archaeological and cultural and historical places, and they are place-based. It's kind of one of the most, I think, attractive parts of national marine sanctuaries is how unique each one is within the system. Currently 15 marine protected areas under the Office of National Marine Sanctuaries, with 2 currently designated ones that are going through a public comment process. So really, when you have this designation of this marine protected area under the Office of National Marine Sanctuaries, it is, it should provide education and management and research to better understand these areas and work with the communities to conserve resources for sustainable uses and a healthy economy. It kind of makes this mission unique as we're looking at these methane seeps and what we've learned about methane seeps just over the last 10 years is remarkable, and understanding them better for better management, I think, is an interesting future in our ocean.
Speaking of economic uses, one of the sponge species that we've been able to find up here in Olympic Coast has some potential pharmacological uses. They're really interested in looking at sponges now